variety of shots. Nice close-up detailed shots, mid shots and wide shots. That's what's going to keep your footage interesting and your viewers engaged. Tip number 6, music and sound effect. The audio is terrible. So I'm going to swap out this horrible wind noise with something a little less distracting. Add a soft layer of music and add a sound of some waves crashing. Let's take a listen. Epidemic sound. I've been using them for years. Not only do they have a huge library of music and sound effects that's all easy to find because it's archived into albums and playlists. They've got cinematic, electro beats, rock, anything you like. You can search by mood, genre or theme. They make the whole music licensing process incredibly easy, and this saves you a huge amount of time, which can really help speed up your save some money on some music and sound effects. Now is the time. Links are in the description below. Okay, let's talk about camera phone features. Next has cinematic mode. This will allow me to select my focal point and it will then blur out the background to give it a much more filmic look. This mode replicates a shallow depth of field, not something usually associated with smartphone footage, so a great way to increase the way to add movement to your shots. Rest it against my camera bag and hit record. This is the result. Or hyperlapse as it's known. I've got an entire video dedicated to shooting hyperlapses. I will link it below. Okay, let's talk about color grading, because color grading is one of the best ways to stylize your footage. Most smartphones shoot in a very similar picture profile. It's usually quite saturated and the colors are boosted, but we can change that by adding a color grade. We could go dark and moody, we could go bright and colorful. Again, experimentation is key. Do what works best for you and your footage. Play around with contrast, white balance, saturation. Personally, I use my own custom LUTs, as these are specifically designed for smartphone footage. I can just drag these on and with the click of a button add any of these presets to my edit, giving each one a different style, and this saves me a ton of time. I will link my smartphone LUT pack in the description below. Okay, number 9, camera app will be more than enough for what you need. The app is simplistic, it's easy to use and delivers great results. Camera app comes in. You can find these on the App Store. Some are free, some you have to pay for. The Moment app is free, so let's go with that one for now. Just all of our settings. I can change the ISO, shutter speed, white balance. Okay, tip number 10, get a unique or unusual. Use transitions, look for interesting angles and perspectives, experiment with different styles of shooting and editing.